Talk Your a podcast where we don't give no you, and you. Oh, and did I say you? Yeah, you too. Now, let's talk about it.
Yes, welcome to another show of Talk Your Shit podcast. I'm your host, Big Slick, and we're in the building. Yeah, we're about to have a great show today, man. A great show. Somebody wrote in to the Let's Talk About It letter. It's awesome. We're gonna break it down. We're gonna go through it. First, I want to thank all the listeners out there for pulling up and listen to your boy Big Slick, man. Everybody that's out there working in their car, in their living room, driving the trucks on the road. I appreciate you listening. So, for the first time listeners that are just tuning in, let me tell you what this podcast is about. The podcast is about, first of all, getting a male perspective on different things. You know what I'm saying? Life, relationship, work, all that. We're going to have fun doing it. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to talk my shit about it, but I'm going to give you my honest opinion. It's nothing sugar coated, unfiltered, straight, raw. That's what we do around here. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna get right into it. I want to get right into this letter and get the show started, get it popping. Right. So let's see what we got. All right. So the topic of this letter is relationship with family, cutting off family, even if they're blood. Is it wrong or not? That's the topic of this letter, right? So I'm about to get into the letter. So first, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to read through the whole letter, then I'll go back through it and then give you my opinion on everything in the letter. All right? So let's get it started. All right, cool. I had a falling out with my dad when he came out of jail because he wanted to use me for what I had and what I can do for him. Even though I have been supporting him with my mom through his jail time of 12 years, and he was more focused on what he can get out of me or what I can do for him rather than checking on me and my little brother that's been waiting for him to get out basically half our lives. And then my mom was cut off as well when she listens to my granddad instead of her own interests and thoughts like a mindless sheep, leading us into arguments about how I don't care of anything when instead I put all my time and effort into her, but she is upset that I don't give her everything when I have to eat. It's a constant cycle of giving my all, which led to me being kicked out because I wanted a little bit for myself and wasn't giving her every single penny to my name. Don't know how I should feel about it, even though I don't want to hold grudges um, towards loved ones and family. There's a lot going on in here, but I'm gonna definitely break it down because I'm gonna give it to you raw, like I always do. So first, let's just jump right into it. So it says your pops just came home from jail, right? So first, when graduated, pops coming home from jail. He did his time. He's out. He did 12 joints. That's a long time to be in. He's out of jail. You know what I'm saying? Let's get that out the way. I'm glad he's home. I'm glad your father's home. Now it goes to say he came home. Now he looking at you like, yo, what can you do for me? Which I'm totally against, right? So this is how I feel about that. So you just came home from jail. You ain't see your son in like 12 years. And it said he been gone like half of your life. So that means you got to be like in your 20s, mid early to mid 20s, right? So he gets home. Of course he's fresh out of jail, so he's going to need some type of help, right? Some type of help he's going to need. Maybe with a job, of course with a job. Something like that along the lines. I don't know. He might be trying to look for, an inexpensive place to stay. Um, since he just got home. Hold on one second. Let me fix this. It's acting crazy right here. So he might be looking for an inexpensive place to stay since he just got home, things of that nature. But the way this sounds is that he's coming at you like, with, yo, give me money, give me this, give me that, give me this, when he really should be trying to spend time with you, right? Because that's the biggest thing he can do at this point, because he's been gone for 12 years. So at this point, he really should be focusing on spending time with you. You know what I'm saying? He should be focusing on getting on his feet, but he shouldn't be looking at his son that's only early to mid 20s to get him on his feet when you're trying to ground yourself. So it's no way that you can carry a grown ass man and you trying to get yourself right. So to me, he came home kind of selfish. You know what I mean? It's like, you can't just come home thinking about yourself. You got to get in where you fit in. And right now, you need to be trying to build a relationship with your son, not just trying to see what you can get from him or get out of him. See how he's doing out here with no father. That's what the fuck you should be doing. Like how you been doing out here, without me. What can I help you with? I might not have finances, but maybe I can give you some knowledge or some insight on maybe what not to do. Because if I did 12 joints, maybe I went the wrong way. I don't really know why he got locked up, but that's not in the letter. But I'm just saying, maybe he can give you some knowledge, because that's what you looking for. Everybody can get a piece of knowledge, you know what I'm saying? So he should have been coming home to spend time with you, seeing where your head is at and seeing how he can help you mentally. Because a lot of times it's not all about money. Knowledge goes a long way. You know what I'm saying? Knowledge, you can use knowledge, forever. You give somebody a couple of dollars, they spend it, that money is done. But knowledge, you can actually hold on and pass it down. You know what I'm saying? And push that blessing forward. So I'm like, I'm reading this, and just the beginning is crazy that your father is looking for you to support him, and he just came home. Um, that's ridiculous. That's some crazy shit. You know what I'm saying? I know, growing up, I seen, a lot of dudes come home from jail. Some of them come home focused and get right. Some of them go right back in. You know what I mean? Some of them come home and, like I said, get focused, get right, and get themselves on their feet. And some of them come home and think, you know, everybody's supposed to give them everything, and they don't supposed to work for nothing. You know what I'm saying? You know how they come home and be like, yo, you know what I'm saying? I did 12 joints, man. Let me hold something, man. Let me hold something, man. I've been down for a minute. Yeah, that only lasts for a split second. You come home, boom, hit you off with a little something, but that every week, this, that. No, it don't work like that. So, that's bad. And I feel kind of sorry that your pops, after 12 years, he came home and he just trying to take advantage of you and your situation when you trying to get yourself right. And there's so much other things that's going on in your life that he's not aware of, but he's being selfish, just thinking about what he can get from you. That's crazy. So that alone is crazy. So let's move on and dive deeper into this letter. That's just the first part. We just scratching the surface on this. Let's see what the next part is about. So we go. So he did, 12 years. Your brother waiting for him to get home, right? So then you're talking about your mom's as well. So you saying that she's listening to your granddad, which is her father. So let's touch on that for a minute. That situation right there, it's not too much you can really do with that, because the relationship that they had, this might have been something that they been had going on before you was even born, that he always suggested things. She always listened to to him, or he always had input, a major input in her life. That situation could have been since she was a kid. We don't know how that is. So with that, you really can't really do nothing about that. That's a dynamic that could have been there before you was even born, or even thought of, that they could have been, had this type of relationship to where, he tells her what to do and she just follows him. I don't know if she trusts what he's telling her. It got to be if she's listening to him. So that's a whole nother something that that you don't even know about. So I wouldn't even focus too much on that. But I do understand that it's affecting you from what he's telling her, because then it seems like she started asking you for a lot of money, more than what you can give her, right? So you said you was helping out, which is good. That's what you're supposed to do. If you're working, you're staying with your parents, your mother, your father, guardian, whoever you're staying with, you supposed to help out. That's what you supposed to do. Being a man, a young man that's working, you should help out, right? Even if you're not working, you should be helping out, doing something around the house. Cleaning, whatever is needed, you should be doing. But definitely, it seems that you was helping out financially, but it got to the point to where she just wanted you to work and just take all your money, which is crazy. And that's, again, selfish. So the beginning of this letter, I done saw your father come home. He's selfish. He's taking. He just wants. Then I'm reading down here that your mother is doing the same thing. Like, yo, give me money, give me this, give me that, give me you. This is not enough. I need more than this, to the point to where you like, yo, I don't even got money for food. Like I'm working just to give it to you. So what am I doing with my own money? Why I can't have something? I'm the one that's going out to work every day. You should have something to yourself. Nobody want to just work and just give all their money away. Now I know times now are kind of tight, you know what I'm saying? But you still want some of your check. Like, come on, can I have a couple of hundred from the check? Like, why am I giving everything up? So that's another selfish move. And I don't I do not agree with that. That somebody is just your mother, not just somebody. Your mother's taking all your money, saying that, oh, you need to give more, give more, give more, to the point where you don't have nothing. That makes no sense at all. So my last show, I did something on um love, loyalty, and respect. And the thing is, with family, for some reason, they think that's a gimme. Like, that's just granted. You got to earn that shit. And you got to keep that shit up. That ain't something you just hand out. You know what I'm saying? So if you want me to love you, show loyalty to you, and respect you, first of all, you got to reciprocate it. You got to do the same thing to me, because I'm not giving it up if you not. So what are we doing here? Is that it doesn't work like that. This is not a one-way street to where I treat you good and you treat me like shit. That's not going to happen. You know what I mean? And a lot of family members think that you owe them something. You know, some parents think that their kids owe them something. That's not the case. Kids didn't ask to be here, right? Parents brung you here. So it's their responsibility to take care of you to a certain extent. But they're not, it's their job to take care of you. So some parents think you owe them something because they raised you. It's part of you being a parent. You supposed to raise me, right? And instill that in me, and then I'm going to raise my kids right. That's what parents supposed to do. Now, when I'm not saying kids are supposed to take care of their parents, so please don't take this out of context. But this is what I'm saying. So when the parents get older and they need assistance or they need help with something, of course, your child is supposed to help you. Yeah, why not? They're supposed to help you if you treat them with love, loyalty, and respect. If you treat your kid like a piece of shit, do not expect them to take care of you. Why? I don't understand where's that in the rule book somewhere. It don't work like that. At the end of the day, that's not the way life goes. You know what I'm saying? You treat people the way you want to be treated. You're not being treated right. Why would I treat you right? So it doesn't work like that. But a lot of parents really think that the kids owe them something, rather they treated them right or not. And it doesn't happen like that. That's not it. Sometimes they might try to hit their kids with a guilt trip. Oh, well, I took care of you and I did this for you. And the fuck you supposed to do? You a parent. You supposed to take care of your child. I don't understand that. You act like you're doing something extra. That's not extra. That's what parents supposed to do. Take care of their children. That's what it is. When you get older, if you treat your kids right, when you get older, your kids will take care of you. That's how this cycle goes. But like I said, you have to treat them right for them to treat you right down the line. So, in this letter, I'm saying that everybody is just trying to take from you. It's just take, 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 take. But nobody really it's not blessing you with anything, which it makes no sense. It makes no sense at all. So now it gets to the point to where you get kicked out the house, right? So you invested, you know, everything you can, helping out, with bills or, giving the money that you can. And then when you started going, look, I need some money to myself. Oh, now you got to get kicked out. So if you're not in the house, dead broke, with nothing, working just to give it all away, now you're gonna kick me out. And I'm gonna tell you like this, my honest opinion, because that's the only fucking thing I can do on here. That's probably the best thing that happened for you. When it happened, you probably didn't look at it, but a lot of stuff that happens, you got to look at the silver lining for it. You know what I'm saying? If you didn't get kicked out, you might have would have stayed there longer. You might have not would have ventured out and do the things that you're doing now. And you're probably doing much better and you feel much better than you did when you was in the house. I know you do. You got to feel much better because, being in a house with these conditions, it's nowhere in the world that you felt good, you know, there. You got kicked out, your feelings probably was hurt at the moment, but moving forward, I know you feel a lot better. Now you say you got a little brother. So that's where they get a little touchy because I know you probably miss your little brother. You know what I'm saying? Because you probably rock out with your little man all the time. But make sure you stay in contact, you know what I'm saying, with him. You know what I mean? And school him so as he get older that he don't have to go through the same thing that you went through. So make sure you telling him the right things so he don't have to do that. So he can skip that part. Or at least prepare him for what's coming and let him know you can help him, when he get of age, you can help him, when it's time for him to leave and move out and venture out, you there to support him. That's a good thing because it looks like nobody was there to support you. So make sure you support your little brother when he get old enough and get ready to move out. Just be there for him and everything will be perfect for you. You know what I'm saying? And it'd be great for him as well. But the best thing that did happen to you is that you got kicked out, bro. So now you're on your own and you doing it. You know what I'm saying? If you paying bills, You know what you're working for. You know, get you a little crib, anything you can afford to get, man, and keep on grinding, bro. But I'm glad you out of that situation, because that's not a good situation. And you saying cutting family off. It's like, it is what it is, man. You know, at the end of the day, if people in your life, family, we ain't even talking about people. Let's talk about family, because this is about family. If family is not serving you no purpose, and when I say purpose, I'm not talking about financial purposes. I'm talking about the basic necessity, which is happiness. If you ain't fucking happy, if your family, if you ain't joyful and happy around your family, get the fuck away from them fast. Because they ain't gonna do nothing but use the shit out of you, and you're gonna be miserable. Cut them off, man. Cut them off. I stay with a hatchet in my hand, bro. Cut them off. If they don't make you feel good, man, don't be around them, man. Life is too short to be around family that don't give a fuck about you and just want to take from you. You know, it's no reason to be around. Why are you around me? If you're not serving me no purpose, if I don't feel happy when I see you, if my phone ring and I see your number and I go, what the fuck are you calling me for? What are we doing? What are we doing here? You know what you need to tell your family, moms and the pops, and your pops, if they ain't acting right, go that away. Get the fuck out of here, man. Get out of here, man. Don't waste time, man. Like I said, family think you owe them a pass just because you're blood. Just because they blood, they think they can take advantage of you. You think that you supposed to overlook bullshit they do. No, it's not. And then the flip side of that is that you'll have people, friends, real friends that you grew up with, that show you more love than your family do. You just do. You'll be closer to certain friends. You know what I'm saying? I got a homeboy I knew since the second grade. Me and this dude still rock out. I still can pick up my phone and call him anytime. He could call me anytime. Best of friends. Never had an argument in our life. You know what I'm saying? This is a friend, but that's my brother. You know what I mean? Like, this is some real shit. So that family shit, man, that title don't mean shit if they not acting and treating you with love, loyalty, and respect. It all goes back to that. If you don't feel that good energy and good vibe around family, then that's not your family. You know, we could be blood related, but that's it. And you can still love somebody from afar. You don't have hate. Don't hate family. Don't have that, because you can't be blessed when you hate. It don't go hand in hand. You can't get blessings when you hate on people, when you're hating somebody. It don't work. So you can love from a distance. Go that away. I can love you from, stay in your own circle. I don't wish nothing bad on you, you know, none of that. Just stay away from me. I wish you the best. I wish you do great, but stay away from me. Get the fuck away from me. Go over there. You can do good over there. I'm not wishing bad, but just keep that shit over there. You know. So, no, there's nothing wrong with cutting family off. It's nothing wrong. Cut them off, but you just cut them off and let them go. Don't cut them off and be mad at them. Just cut them off and let them go. That's it. Let that fly. Now you can focus on being blessed, grinding, and doing what you need to do, and cut that dead weight off. You know, that's my opinion on it. That's what I would do. I would just cut them off, man. Cut them off. And I'm telling you, that's the way you should feel about it. Don't hold no grudges. You don't got to hold no grudges. You can love people from afar. I don't have to be in your face. I don't got to be in your circle. I don't have to hate you. But I tell you one thing, I'm not fucking with you. You keep that shit over there. I don't wish bad on you. Just stay over there with it. You know what I mean? And just move forward, man. And I think you'll do great. That's how I feel. But definitely, you said you got kicked out the crib. Don't worry about it, man. It was a blessing in disguise. Now you can really put in work, do what you do, be successful, and stay grinded. And just later for all that. The only thing I say is just stay connected to your little brother. You know what I mean? And that's it. But stay connected to your little brother. But your pop's acting crazy. I don't know if he's going to, come back around and rethink what's going on. But if he still asks you for something, cut him off. You ain't losing nothing. You ain't see him in 12 years anyway. What the fuck? It's all good. If you coming back like this, you a stranger anyway. You just want some bread out of me. You think I'm a fucking piggy bank or something, man. The fuck out of here. He can go that way. Mom Duke's acting crazy. You can sit over there too. All right, lose my number. That's cool. It's all good. And just keep it pushing, man. Just keep it pushing. So my advice is something wrong with cutting family off. There's nothing wrong with cutting family off. And truthfully, you're not cutting them off. They cut themselves off. You didn't do nothing wrong. You did everything right. They cut off themselves, right? You ain't have to do nothing. They cut themselves off. They treated you crazy. So, just keep it pushing, man. Keep it pushing. But definitely, I appreciate you sending this in, man, because it takes, for people that write in, it takes a lot to do that. It takes a lot to express your feelings and to really put that out there and get somebody else's opinion on it. So everybody that writes in, man, I appreciate that because it takes courage to do it. And it don't make a difference if you anonymous or it don't make a difference. Just putting the thought into it, expressing this, and typing it out, doing everything and sending it off takes courage to do that. And I respect that for everybody that sends it in, that sends in the letter. The Let's Talk About It letter. That's the name of the letter. Let's Talk About It letter. And this is actually the first Let's Talk About It letter that I got. We're gonna get plenty more. And when they come in, I'm gonna turn the whole show into, to the letter, and give the straight up, raw, uncut advice like I always do, So you can write in, this is what you do. You send it to this email right here. Talkyashitdaily@gmail.com. That's talk your shit daily@gmail.com. Email it in. I'll go through the letters, pick them out, and I guarantee you I will go through all the letters and I will make a show out of them. I promise you, they come in, I'm definitely going to read them and I'm going to give you my honest opinion on them. So send them in. I want the audience to be part of the show. I want to engage the audience. I don't want you just to listen. You can actually be a part of this show. And we talk about any topics. Like I said, life, anything dealing with life. We talk about it. Work, relationship, family, whatever it is, we discuss it on the show. And I'm going to give you my opinion on it. And we can go from there. And then other people listening to this story, it can help them because there's a lot of people going through the same situations, but they think they're alone, but you're not alone. It's a million people that's going through the same thing. And this is why I started this podcast. So it can actually help people get through some certain stuff. Nobody's alone out there. I'm telling you, Everything you going through, somebody done went through, and somebody can have an answer to it. You know, I'm not saying I got all the answers, but I got a real fucking opinion for you. I tell you that. You know what I'm saying? So definitely, great show, man. We got more great shows coming, you know, on Talk Your Shit podcast. I'm Big Slick, and I'm out. Peace.